That direct was crazy. Well, not really, but at least we've got some Mario Kart to talk about. We are now just 7 tracks away from knowing all 96 tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but today we've got one special track to talk about, Daisy Circuit. I totally didn't want Wii Rainbow Road. No, Daisy Circuit, the GOAT. Anyways, let's talk about that trailer, what characters we got, and how this all affects the rest of the past. The trailer starts off with the iconic Daisy and Luigi statue from the original track, along with the baby Daisy and baby Luigi statue you can see behind it. The Wii version went with this sort of cobblestone effect, but in the 8 Deluxe version, it has this metallic polished feel. It does feel like it has less personality in my opinion, but I'll take it over the tour version. I mean, Daisy's eyes are kind of freaking me out. Because this was originally a Wii track, that game had no double item boxes, but we can see here that they have added this to the new version of the track. Here we can see 2 double item boxes on the left side of the track and 1 on the right side of the track. So maybe if there's a bunch of racers bunched up together, you'd want to go to the left to have a better chance at grabbing a double box. In this section with the lighthouse, you can actually see Daisy Cruiser in the background. In Mario Kart Double Dash, you could see Daisy Cruiser in Peach Beach, so it's cool seeing a similar concept return in 8 Deluxe, now that both of these tracks are in the same game. We can also see some additional double boxes here. Interestingly, one of the boxes is on this little sidewalk area, which is obviously harder to maneuver on because there's less track here. So it's just a little bit of an extra reward, it seems. And we can see Pauline drive up this section here. It seems just like the Wii version where you can go up it if you can get up from the start. But afterwards, if you try to drive up there, you're just gonna hit a wall. If you just wanna grab the box and then hop back on the track, you could also do that, as Mario falls off this sidewalk in the trailer in the background. And then it looks like with this ramp, you go up from the side here as we see Funky Kong do. In this same lighthouse section, there's also been boost panels added, which is another addition that was not seen in the Wii version. And again, we can see them use this when Pauline drives through them right here. In Mario Kart Wii, there's a shortcut right here where you can get on these boost panels with a mushroom, and it looks like it's returning in this version of the track as well. It seems like this section also has a glider ramp instead of a normal boost panel. This is just another small detail, but the track also has daisies imprinted into the road at this section, and you can see them from a different angle here. Pretty neat. Okay, Nintendo really went all out with Daisy paraphernalia throughout this track, which is especially noticeable here, where we can see most of these flowers in the track. But we can also see daisies in this part of the sidewalk, in the finish line, and the umbrellas in the crowd are daisies as well. And then comparing it to the Wii version, the arch is also more vibrant. It has a blue color just like it was in Tour, whereas the Wii had the same daisies but with a bronze aesthetic. The one section we don't really get to see is the tunnel, and it's pretty much just this area from Mario Kart Wii. We can kind of see the top of the tunnel in the background at the start of the trailer, and we can actually see the back of the tunnel here, so I guess we do see it for a brief moment. And interestingly, it looks like there's actually a ramp here that you can actually trick off of. In addition to Daisy Circuit, we will also be getting 4 new characters coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This comes as a bit of a shock, as most of you might know, there were only 2 spots left on the roster. First off, it finally looks like they're adding Daisy to the game. That was a stupid joke. Anyways, Diddy's making his first Mario Kart appearance since Mario Kart Wii and will be appearing alongside his fellow Mario Kart Wii racer, Funky Kong. I'm in complete shock that we got both of them. I thought that we'd probably get one or the other, but having both of them is really a dream come true. You can also see that Funky Kong is really hyped to be back. As for his trick animation, you can see him straight up T-pose. Diddy appears to be using his iconic stars as his kart logo, while Funky's got a big cheesy grin on the front of his kart. I also think that Kong's getting announced here highly indicates that we might be getting DK Mountain as one of the final GameCube tracks. Then we got Pauline, which is super cool to see. Her kart logo appears to be her red lips, and then we also got Peachette, which is neat, I guess. Her kart logo is the Super Crown power-up from New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. The addition of 2 extra characters is very interesting. At the time, there were only 2 slots left for DLC characters, so us getting 4 here is incredible. But does this mean we might actually be getting more characters alongside the release of Wave 6? Well, I'm not so sure, but I think it's possible. The roster now has 52 characters, and I have no clue how they're going to make the character select screen look normal without something jutting out. Characters don't seem to be something that is too hard to implement, so I could totally see them just selling more characters once the Booster Course Pass is over. So if you want a video talking about that, hit subscribe, because we're going to be coming out with a video in just a few days talking about just that. So what does this mean for the rest of the Booster Course Pass? Because Daisy Circuit was just announced, that means that it's also the last Wii track of the pass. I won't get into all of the details because I've been over the leaks like 3 other times now, but basically this all but deconfirms that tracks like Dry Dry Ruins and Wii Rainbow Road are coming to the game. They also said explicitly that this is the final wave of the Booster Course Pass. That doesn't totally deconfirm another pass, but this definitely does feel like the end. With 4 characters being released and 3 fan favorites at that, I would honestly be so shocked to see a new wave of DLC come to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So when do we think Wave 6 will be announced? Wave 3 was announced in late November last year and released 2 weeks later on December 7th. So announcing this now in September honestly feels a bit like jumping the gun. But they only showed off 1 course, so they could totally just wait to show off the rest until like late October and release it in November. They would have no reason to put it off this time with no Christmas track like Merry Mountain. My guess would have to be like a mid-November release. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see what I think the rest of Wave 6 will look like, go check out this video right here. And with all that said, I hope you guys have a good day. All right, see ya.